Hello, welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy. Today I am going to share with you a pocket project that was inspired by Tina at Shabbydabbydoodah, and I will link the video that inspired me down below. And what it was a pocket that she made out of book pages. And her finished project looked like this. Well, not finished. Her finished folding project looked like this, except it was very beautifully decorated. Mine is a little bit of a takeoff on it because with this, you have to put a paper clip on it, and I'm not against that. But I kind of wondered if there was a way to do it without having to have some kind of a fastener to hold it closed other than itself. And so I came up with this. This was Tina's project, just like this, and it was the book pages that were folded together. Mine, I have done just slightly differently. I have this fold in, and then I have these extra folds here that I can tuck this under, and then I can tuck this under, and it holds itself closed. And I think it gives it just a little bit of extra interest on the front from these extra folds, and another little tuck spot if you would like. Two, actually, one, two. You can't really tuck anything in behind here because the bottom is open, it will fall out. But you could also tuck something up under here and up under this one as well. So let me show you how I put this together. First, I needed 2 sets of book pages that were complete, a 2-set spread that came out of a book that was bound with a pamphlet stitch. You could do this with single sheets. I have not figured that part out yet. I don't know that I may try to. But your first step is going to be to turn the page that is going to be the main opening to the back so that your fold is facing up. And then your other one you are going to close. Just close it. And you are going to butt it up against the edge, and I don't think it really matters which side you do it on for this step, because I think that it will close either way. I think it's going to be an ambidextrous close. I don't know if that's proper use of that term, probably not. And what I did on the original was I took washi tape, and so that's what I'm going to do again, because this will only be the second one of these I have made, so I haven't messed around a whole lot with seeing what the other possibilities are. But I am going to put washi tape right across where the two meet. And I'm going to push it down really firmly. Sometimes I glue it. This particular roll of washi tape seems to be pretty sticky. And then I will just cut that off even at the bottom on both ends. And I'll pick it up. So now what you have is your original page that is open, and then your second page will still open, but it's attached to the side of this first page. These pages came out of the same book, and this one is shorter than this one. I don't think that will make a difference either. Okay, so our next step, if you want to have space inside for writing, then you'll need to cover your words here with something that you can write on. If you're using a different kind of paper, you can obviously fold a piece of paper to look like a book page. And so you may not have to worry about the decor on the inside of it. I picked a piece of my cabbage dyed, let's see, is this cabbage? Yes, this is red cabbage dyed paper from my stash. And I'm actually not going to worry about covering these two ends. I'm just going to leave them as decoration. This part is entirely right-onable. And so I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do this, since the one page is a little shorter than the other. I'm probably just going to have to trim it off. So I think that what I'll do is just line that up there. Yep, that's where I'll do it. So I'm just going to put glue on this paper, except for the bottom 1.5 inches, because it's about that much longer than the other book pages. All right, so that is glued down nice and tight. I got a little extra glue on here, but that's okay. It's not going to mess up the project. So now I'm just going to trim off the excess paper. I guess I should finish my sentence, huh? I started concentrating on my cutting. And then I'm going to even out the top here where the two pages didn't align. And I may have glued a little crooked, but it's handmade, and a little crooked I think is not going to ruin this particular project. Other projects, you probably want to make sure it's straight. All right. So now you will want to go back and fold your paper again, since you have this unfolded paper that you've glued to the book page. Make sure you get a nice even crease on that. That is so funny, those books pages came out of the very same book, and there's that much difference between the pages. All right, so we have those two creases. I didn't exactly get it centered either, but like I said, I'm not worried about it. I think that my paper was centered, and I think that my design was not. All right, so the next step is going to be to fold down your, let's see, what did she call these? I think she called them collars or lapels or something like that, because it's kind of like a tuxedo fold. I've heard somebody else call it. Okay, so there's that one. And then making sure you don't get this particular one, go ahead and do that same fold. Whoops, but fold it the right direction. I'm getting ahead of myself and getting confused. Here we go. Same fold right there. So at this point you would have, if you didn't have this extra page, you have what Tina made. And I really like it. I think it's very pretty. And here is the extra step in order to create this little tuck here. All right, so this is the fold that we're getting ready to make. So what I'm going to do, let's see, you know what, I may have to remind myself. I did that and then, okay, yes. So we're going to repeat this fold just like this one that we did. We're going to do that same fold on this one. All right, so you've got it looking like that. That's what it'll look like. And then we're going to flip it over, flip the whole thing over. And this piece that we just folded, we're going to fold again, going down to the page fold, the crease of the page fold. I'm not sure what to call that. The crease where the page folds. That, I think, is going to be the right term. And you're going to crease that down. Okay, so you're going to go fold it this way, turn it over, fold it this way. It's kind of like looking like a paper airplane. And now, this little piece here, you will want to go ahead and fold this over. You can go ahead and fold it over with that piece in there because it'll be in there anyway. And then fold this over the bottom, just like that. Do not glue it yet because you're not ready for glue. If you glue it here, you're going to lose your opening. And it'll still be a nice pocket. That'll be there, and you could still tuck that in. But then these would all just be pockets. And if that's what you want, that would be an interesting creation as well. But what I'm going to do is now open that and open this page and this page, going all the way to the inside of this page, set of pages here. Now I'm going to glue this, just this just this little rectangle here. I'm actually going to move that out of the way. And let's see, oh, and this triangle here. So you're going to glue the two triangles on this page. And you're going to glue that down. And then you're going to open up this page and you're going to glue the triangle on there. Now when you open this up, it's going to open up just like Tina's did, okay? But when you fold it, now, I've got a little extra glue there. Let me get that rubbed in so it doesn't stick it closed. So now, when you fold this one, let's see, let's start it out with the whole spread first, okay? Here's your whole spread wide open. It should look like this. You should have a crease here and a crease here and a crease here and a crease here. And then when you close it, you'll close the right side first, or whichever side you put your extra set of pages on. And you will have the airplane fold that we just did. Now you can tuck that in behind there, and you actually need to if you're wanting to tuck this one in, otherwise it's in the way. Then you can come back and tuck this in there. And there you've got, I'm trying to figure out what this looks like. For some reason it reminds me of a kimono. So I may call it a kimono fold. No, maybe not. I don't know. If you can think of a name for it, let me know. And I will definitely give you credit for coming up with the name. Now you can decorate it however you'd like. If you want to, like I said, you could glue this down and make that a tuck, or you could just make it a tuck without gluing that down. Because you could definitely do something smaller, obviously, but I don't have anything smaller right now. Here, I have a piece of cardstock. You could definitely put a card in there. You could put a card in there. I've been cutting up cardboard, so I have a lot of card pieces. And you could put something there. Just remember, it's going to come out the bottom because that bottom's not closed. But if you put it in there like that, it will stay because this one has this part that is glued. Now I'm going to go and decorate this, and then I will be right back. All right, so here is the decorated, folded, let's see, I still haven't thought of a name. Maybe an airplane fold. I don't know. But here is the decorated one that I just completed. I will tell you, when you're using book pages, and I think that it's just a good idea no matter what project you're doing, make sure and look at what your words are. I had to put some extra stickers on there because there were things that I didn't think would be that pleasant. Might not have bothered somebody else, but it might have bothered somebody else. So I went through and I strategically placed some stickers. I used a stencil with a brushed corduroy and a makeup brush, so it's very, very subtle. I don't know if you can see it at all. I don't know. Maybe, hopefully you can. But it added just a little extra little bit to the piece. And then, as you can see, we can still unfold and open it completely up and have all this useful space. And all pretty decorations as well. And we'll just fold it back up. And there we go. And I left this one undecorated. I just kind of like that one. I kind of like that one plain. Thank you for joining me today. Go on over to Tina's channel at Shabbydabbydoodah and check out her original fold and see what she did with it. Like I said, she does beautiful, beautiful work. And I want to thank you for joining me today. And remember, as always, be kind. Bye.